Hello, my friend, and welcome back. Today, I'd like to talk about the fact that it is not too late and there is still hope for us. And what kind of spark this is, I feel like, depending on what you choose to consume, you can sometimes see some dark things. And whether you're looking at the social climate currently or the actual climate, like the weather, of the planet, or I think that some like conspiracy like theories are kind of coming to light and proving to be maybe not exactly true, but proving, kind of ticking that dial more towards things aren't exactly as they seem. And excuse me. And that is okay. For those things to come to light, that is okay. And for us to be experiencing those kinds of things, that is okay. Because a lot of those things are nothing but a squeeze to awaken humanity. And that is kind of how we have to look at things, is that a lot of times in that squeezing is when we most likely awaken. And it's like you're squeezing and it like erupts out the top, and that eruption is that spiritual awakening that we are all here to experience. And that is kind of where humanity is at right now. We are at a time of mass awakening, awakening more than we have ever awakened, and faster than we have ever awakened. And I keep hearing from different, from other spiritual content that, the amount of light that is pouring into our planet right now is coming at a rate that has never come before. It is pouring in faster than it ever has before. And that part of being a light worker is to be able to work with this light, is to be able to transform this energy and put it out and develop it and share it in a way that you were meant to share it. And we're all different, we're all meant to share it differently. And we do this naturally. It's not like we exactly have to focus on, okay, there's a lot of light energy coming in, let me take it in and let me pour it out here, let me do this. Like, it's not that complicated. We're here to just follow our highest joy and to utilize this light energy to kind of push us forward in our passions and in our joy and in our kindness and in our sharing our lights. And that is why I say that there is still hope for us and that it is not too late, because first of all, we live in a time of infinite timelines. So yes, maybe there was a timeline where it is too late and, the earth is just going to perish. But we're not on that timeline right now. And until that happens, it is never too late, because the divine can move mountains. The divine can, part seas. The divine can create planets. So the divine created everything. So why would it be too late for the divine? No task is too big for the divine. But we have to remember that we are all here to play our parts and to utilize this energy that is coming in for our highest good, therefore the highest good of everyone, of the collective, is what we are here to do. And we have help that is like just outside of the cusp of helping us. And if you are truly, not truly, if you are really into esoteric things, you might know what I'm talking about. And so I'm going to tell you, this is personally how I feel and what I think about ETs. I do think that a lot of ETs are divine light beings that want to help us, that are here to help us, that are kind of like they might not have an impatience, or patience might not exist to them, but they have definitely the desire to help us. You know, they're kind of, and I don't want to say they're like chomping at the bit to help us, but they kind of are, because they see that we are at such a critical part of humanity. And, you know, what do you do when you are not exactly like an expert in something, but you're more well versed in something that someone else is and you see them struggling? You want to help them, and that is kind of how they feel about us. However, there are a lot of there are a lot of caveats to them just like straight coming down and helping us. First of all, you know, some of humanity would be ready for that, and some of humanity would be like, you know, the movie like Independence Day, like welcome to Earth, boom, you know, like, because we have had all of this fear built up around this. And, you know, not only do we have fear around aliens or ETs, but we also have a climate on our planet that they are not really trying to come down and to like insert themselves in. Like, I feel like they're kind of like, the humans are still at war. The humans are still killing each other. The humans are still being mean to each other. Like, what are they gonna do to us? We need to stay invisible right now, because it's not a matter of if they're here or if they're not. They are here, but since they are higher vibrational beings, we cannot see them or touch them all the time, because they are able to vibrate at a higher vibration that makes them invisible. And like, of course, this is just like my theory from the information that I've gathered and how I just feel in my gut. But they have those technologies and different things that could help us in the parts of need that we are currently experiencing, because, you know, we need a lot of things right now. And but they're not able, they're sharing these things, I'm hearing, through humans, you know, through people, but they're not able to actually come down and be like, here's this miracle thing that you've been looking for, because that would actually interrupt with our free will, because we are on a journey. And sometimes just giving people the answer or giving, you know, the solution straight out without the proper learning is just a recipe for disaster. It is just a recipe for you to end up worse than you began, because if you don't learn the lessons and you're not ready for the knowledge and you haven't come to see, you know, like, let's take the planet, you know, say we instantly ended up with a technology that would solve pollution, you know, solve pollution in the oceans, in the air, like boom, like this. If we had that before we realize what we're doing is not okay, we are just going to continue to do that. And because our ego, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And then we're just going to end up in the same place again. And then, you know what, we would need another technology, or, you know, we're going to end up in a worse spot and we're not going to be able to get help, you know? So we need to really, like, everything that's going on, the climate change, like, that is that squeeze of awakening to, we are nature. We are one with nature. So through that, why would we want to be destroying this beautiful, beautiful planet that has given us a home to live on, as opposed to coexisting with it, which we are able to do? And the reason why we're able to do it is because we would not exist here on Earth if we were not able to coexist with the planet. We just wouldn't be here. Because nature is perfect, nature is symbiotic, nature is coherent, and therefore everything is perfect. So, like, we didn't come here just to destroy this planet. We came here to learn, evolve, and grow, and to put aside our ego and to say, like, hey, we got to be doing things differently. So it's not until we get to that point of truly learning and truly understanding are the solutions going to come in. And the divine is perfect, so those solutions will come in at a perfect time. And just because everything's going to be great and the divine is perfect, so no matter what happens, it's perfect, doesn't mean that we shouldn't be doing our work here, because that is our place. That is how we are meant to individually grow and evolve. So it is a combination of us doing our part and then also the collective beliefs kind of changing and awakening and rising up in vibration. It is a combination of those two things that creates that solution, if you will. And that's why I wanted to really make this video about it just not being too late, because we're still here, so therefore it's not too late. You know, until we self-destruct, I will not say it's too late for us. And I think that we need to maintain that hope and maintain that, oh my God, that momentum of evolving and growing. And how we, maintain and create this momentum is through, doing that inner work, sharing that light, becoming aware that, there is a lot of light energy pouring into the planet. Let me take that into my wheelhouse and let me pump it out in the way that is most, I don't want to say most beneficial to you, but that is the most aligned with you. And because that is what we're here to do, is share our uniqueness and share our individual journey and share our highest joy. So if you feel like you maybe don't know exactly what that is okay. Keep searching and look within, because that answer will come from within. So it's important to, when you are seeking, is to seek within yourself, not exactly without yourself, from outside of yourself. However, when you want to try things and experiment with things, obviously it happens without, from outside of yourself. But the idea to do that, the inspiration to do that, the inspiration of what you should be doing is going to come from within. So that is why I always encourage you to go within and to not be seeking on the outside. I was seeking on the outside for a very, very, very long time. And it wasn't until I started seeking within is that I started to realize a little bit of maybe what my part is here and how I can authentically share my light, and how I can be a part of that rising tide, and how I can be utilizing all of this intense, amazing, beautiful, wonderful, high vibrational light energy that is coming into our planet right now. So let's all take a deep breath. Breathe in that beautiful light energy. Let that light course through every single cell of your body. Set the intention, ask that this light energy be used for the highest good of yourself and the highest good of all, and let you utilize this energy in the most amazing, efficient, highest joy way with ease and grace. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. That is our message for today. My name is Anne, and I hope to see you tomorrow.